All right, let's get into it. I want you to imagine charging your electric car, but not from a plug, not from a charging station. Imagine charging it directly from the sun, pretty much anywhere you can park. Well, that is the huge promise from a company called GoSun. And today, we're going to break down their entire plan, the tech, and figure out if this is the real future of driving or just a really risky bet.
So why are we even talking about a new car charger? Well, it's because of this number. Right now, there are over 40 million electric vehicles on roads all over the world. This is not some tiny niche market anymore, folks. It is a massive, mainstream revolution in how we all get around.
And yet, this entire 40 million car revolution, it's kind of built on a foundation that's starting to show some pretty serious cracks. Every single one of those cars, from the fanciest Tesla to the most practical Nissan Leaf, they all share one critical point of failure.
And that big glitch is the grid. The same electrical infrastructure we rely on for our lights, our computers, everything is now being asked to power millions of these giant batteries on wheels. And you know what? It just wasn't built for that. This dependence is creating some major headaches for anyone who owns an EV.
And this grid problem isn't just one thing, it's a whole bunch of real-world frustrations. You've got charging deserts where you can't find a plug for miles. The grid itself is super vulnerable to storms, heat waves, you name it, which can leave you totally stranded. And of course, there are the rising electricity costs, which kind of chip away at the whole reason you went electric in the first place, right? So, with everyone stuck on the grid, GoSun is proposing something radically different. Their whole solution isn't about building more stations, it's about cutting the cord entirely. It's about a promise of true grid independence.
So what exactly is this thing? Well, at its heart, it's a rooftop carrier. You know, kind of like one of those cargo boxes you see on SUVs. But it's packed with 1,100 watts of solar panels. The entire idea is that it just sits there, generating its own power, and trickles a charge into your car battery wherever you are, at the office, parked to the hiking trail, even during a blackout. And the claim GoSun is making here, it's a bold one. They estimate that in sunny parts of the world, this charger could cover up to 70% of your average daily commute. Just think about that for a second. The vast majority of your daily driving powered entirely by the sun, for free.
Now, is anyone actually buying this idea? I mean, it sounds kind of out there. Well, this number suggests that, yeah, they are. The company is reporting over $7 million in pre-order value. That is a huge signal from the market that people are hungry for a solution like this, even before a single one has actually shipped.
Okay, this all sounds really futuristic, which probably has you wondering, so who is GoSun? Are they just some random startup with a slick promo video? Well, as it turns out, they've got a whole decade of history making some really unique solar-powered gear.
You see, GoSun didn't just pop up out of nowhere. They started about 10 years ago making these really cool solar ovens that could cook a whole meal with zero fuel. From there, they expanded into solar coolers that don't need any ice, water purifiers, and backup power systems. They've sold over 175,000 products around the globe, so they definitely know a thing or two about building and selling hardware to actual people.
And when you look at that history, you really start to see their whole strategy. Everything they have ever made has been about one single idea: energy independence and being able to thrive off-grid. So, this move into EV charging, it's not some random pivot. It's the logical next step. It's written in their DNA.
Okay, so we've got a company with a proven track record, they're jumping into a huge market, and they have a really innovative product. But this is where we have to put on our investor hats and get critical. What's the argument for this being a massive success, and what are the huge risks that could totally sink the whole thing?
On the bull side, the case is pretty compelling. You've got that $7 million in pre-orders showing real demand. You have an existing customer base of over 175,000 people who already love their stuff. And they're perfectly positioned in three huge markets: EVs, solar, and emergency preparedness. Plus, they've got patents and an experienced team. But the bears have a really strong case too. They'll tell you the product isn't even out yet. Manufacturing hardware is incredibly hard and expensive to scale up. The EV charging world is already crowded with giants. And hey, those pre-orders, they can be canceled. And the whole thing, of course, depends on the sun shining. You have to admit, both sides make some really good points.
To really get what GoSun is betting on here, we have to zoom out. We need to look past the tech specs and the spreadsheets, because this product, it isn't just selling a charger. It's tapping into a really powerful feeling that's sweeping through our culture right now.
Yeah, one of the sources we analyzed really just nailed it. It said that in a world full of grid failures, climate anxiety, and rising bills, the idea of energy autonomy, of being in complete control of your own power, it's incredibly appealing. It's a symbol of resilience. It's about personal control.
And you can see exactly how this product speaks directly to those feelings. It gives you resilience when the power goes out. It gives you a little bit of control over your energy bills by making free electricity. It gives you true freedom to go camping or exploring way off-grid. And it becomes a vital tool in any emergency kit.
So in the end, GoSun's entire strategy really comes down to this one single bet. They believe the next phase of the EV revolution won't just be about faster cars and more charging stations. They're betting it's going to be about personal energy freedom and that deep-seated desire we all have for self-sufficiency.
And that leaves us with the big final question. Is this kind of technology, personal, portable, solar charging, is it really the key to unlocking the future of mobility for all of us? Or is it destined to be a super clever but ultimately niche product for the hardcore off-gridders and the emergency preppers? The answer to that is going to decide whether GoSun is really powering the future or just a fascinating corner of it.